Hi, and welcome to pyCVC.net. I'm going to present you a tool to manage shared parameter here. You have some buttons here. You can stay on it to have a tooltip. The most common function is to import parameter from a definition file. You can select group. If you want to import all parameters from the definition file, you just pick select and you'll get it. You can multi-edit parameter. Here you see that there is a checkbox that notify you that this parameter has been modified, and you have all the standard options for a shared parameter. So you can change name, type, group. For example, let's say that we're going to make it HVAC airflow. The GUID is generated by default. You can add the description. You can also multi-edit checkbox. And when you are satisfied, you can save. The plus and minus button are just here to fill, to add parameter to the data grid and remove it from the data grid. It do not save anything, it's just a visual thing. So if I remove it from it, they are still there, and they saved the option I filled before. You can also import from a CSV file. I will add this template to the script folder. You have to fill name, it is mandatory. It is the only mandatory field. All the other fields are optional. You can specify parameter type. If you don't specify it, the UE will ask you to specify it in the list of available parameter type. For group, same, you can fill it or leave it blank. If you don't fill it, it will be pyRevitMEP by default. For grid, same. It will generate a new grid if you don't fill it. Description can be empty or filled. And modifiable and visible are true by default. It means that it will be modifiable and visible. If you want to make some parameter that you want the user to see but not to touch it, you can make it not modifiable but visible. And if you want a parameter to be just here without being visible, just for example, for a script purpose, you can make it not visible and not modifiable. It can be 0, 1, yes, no. I had several options to recognize if it's true or false. Also, yeah, I said it before, if you don't specify any type, it will ask you to select a valid one. If you make a typo, like here, the real one is a small f, and the typo here is the capital F. And you'll see that it will ask you to pick a new one. So here we have a typo in HVAC airflow. So you can filter. Oh, here's the good one. And the type. Let's make it a volume. Okay. And when you are done, you can save it. and now it is available from your definition file. You also have a button to delete it from definition file, so you can clean it. So if we import from definition file, now we have only 3 parameters, like we added by default. We can also duplicate parameter. It is very handy because when you have to type HVAC FO and create one by one parameter, it is really more easy to just have to update the name. The difference between save parameter and serve parameter and load is here it's close the window, and this tool will be usable in other tool, so you can actually insert shared parameter in your family or in your project, but we will see in a later video. You can also merge parameter between files. You can, for example, open another definition file from your customer or a company, and then select the group you're interested in, then reopen your own file and save. And this way you'll get all the parameters in your own shared parameter file. It allows you to have a project parameter file also, if you like. Okay, enjoy.